Welcome back. We are in conversation with Professor Satinder Dhiman from the Woodbury University, Burbank, California, USA, who is also the president of ICSI, International Chamber for Service Industry. Once again, Professor, welcome back to you in the studio. And today, we wish to continue on the same topic, emotional intelligence, how basically emotional intelligence is important as far as revolutionizing the education system, empowering the teachers, and at the same time, handling your students of various different categories the best possible way. Let's take it on further.
Sure. Emotional intelligence, as we said in the last episode, has become the order of the day. Anywhere you go, people are talking about emotional intelligence in education, in healthcare, in sports, in you name it. Everywhere it is almost omnipresent. Now, there are many models which have been given. There are two authorities. One set of ideas come from what is called Myers and Slovy model. Then there's a Baron model, and then there is a model which is given by primarily Daniel Goleman. Daniel Goleman is the person who has, I can say that he brought emotional intelligence from clouds to the marketplace.
Clouds to market.
To the marketplace. So he made it more popular. You know, he was a scientific writer for New York Times for many years. And when he took on upon himself to write about emotional intelligence, during late 80s. He is the one who wrote first book which became popular on the topic of emotional intelligence. This particular model that I'm going to share is basically initiated by Daniel Goleman. He divides emotional intelligence into 4 different dimensions. The first dimension he calls self-awareness. Next dimension is self-management. Then there is social awareness, and there are social skills or social management. So self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, and social management. So the first aspect is self. Second aspect is social. First, you manage your emotions in yourself, and then you have
with the society.
Then you happen to understand and then thereby manage the emotions of the group or society or whatever you want to call it. Now, if you look at the word self-awareness, it assumes and it also takes into account a lot. To be self-aware means to have self-knowledge, self-understanding, self-insight. It has to do with understanding who you are. It has to do with understanding what your emotions are, feelings are, desires are, idiosyncrasies are, preferences are, all of that. Once a person has that self-awareness, then there is no, let me put it positively. Once a person has the understanding of it, then a person has more clarity about himself or herself. And when we have more clarity about ourselves, then we can also manage ourselves better. Right?
Yes.
Sometimes you might have seen, we all do that. I do that all the time. After the event, I will say, oh,
I would have done this way.
I overreacted. You know, you might say, I overreacted. I should have done differently. But there is no use of becoming wiser after the event. One should be wiser before the event, right?
If we carry out those analysis afterwards,
no use.
Yes.
But it is good that if you carry it out afterwards, then you can use that understanding for future, right? You can learn a lesson from any mistakes that one makes. So once you have self-awareness, you are in a better position to manage yourself. Now, once those two elements are in place, of self-awareness, the third one is you want to extend that to the person who is you are interacting with on the other side. For that, you have to have an understanding of the social awareness. We have to understand that our life is like a web of social interaction, right? We don't exist in isolation. No man is an island, as somebody said.
Absolutely.
Right? We are gregarious animals, social animals. We like to interact. That's the reason why social media is so famous, so popular, right?
Yes, and particularly in today's relevance with our youngsters, social media.
Right. You wake up
where from coining up the word has come. Wow.
Although I must say that social media has made us very unsocial. Because everybody is looking at their phone. They're not really interacting with somebody else, right? So
how will you reach out the emotion of other person?
But that topic is a different topic.
Okay.
It is a song for another day. So social skills is the next phase after we understand the social awareness. Then we want to manage
social management,
the emotions of the group, so to speak. So these are, Dr. Sharma Saab, these are the most important aspects of emotional intelligence. Basically, it shouldn't be that complicated. It simply it means if I understand myself, in order to understand myself, I have to be self-aware. When I'm self-aware, I have a better knowledge of myself. So self-awareness and self-knowledge, once that is there, I can understand you better, right? And when I understand you better, understand my emotions better, then our interaction will be informed by emotional intelligence. Now, I'm not going to detail too much on this particular aspect, which is called EQ. It is called emotional quotient. Like we have IQ, we have EQ. So emotional intelligence have become a viable intelligence. Like we have intelligence of linguistics or quantitative skills, emotional intelligence has become a very important set of skills. We can call it intelligence, for lack of a better word, which is paramount, which is very, very important in order to succeed in any social interaction, including education.
Okay, wonderful. So we will continue with the same topic in our next episode also. Kindly remain tuned in and subscribe us onto the youtube.com/GS Motivator. Also like us, follow us, and be with us and comment us on the Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And we will continue with our series, which we have undertaken, that how to empower our teachers, our educators, and our trainers when there is a transformation going on and revolutionizing education system. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.